Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So a couple weeks ago, my family had to go downtown because I had to give a speech for my virtual high school graduation ceremony. And while we were there, we decided to drive around a few blocks in downtown Savannah to show how much the lockdown changed the urban dynamic. In this short video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the footage I've taken that morning. And to juxtapose, I'm going to include a clip I took back in early March, before all of this lockdown mentality started. So without further ado, let's go back in time to March. And this was the same part of the city on May 5th. Okay, so
Ice cream.
yeah, this is Leopold's, right? Usually Leopold's is really crowded. I mean, like, you got lines going up to this parking sign right here. So that was Leopold's ice cream, which usually looks like this sometimes. But you know, due to the coronavirus, nobody's here. In fact, the whole of downtown is pretty much empty. I mean, you got some people, but like, usually it's way more crowded here, especially on Tuesday morning. Usually it's about it's 10:42 in the morning right now, and during this time usually the streets are a bit more livelier. It's not lunchtime yet, but it's also not breakfast. It's like mid-morning right now, so a lot of people would be in the parks. So this is Bay Street, which is like right next to River Street, and River Street's like the famous street in Savannah where it's by the river, it's the river walk. side. This is the port. I remember Savannah is one of the largest ports in the country. There's a huge ship going onto the bridge. And then you got more containers. I think you're seeing more barrier right now, but that's the Talmadge Bridge. And that's the railroads. And this is Garden City. The charity is insightful somewhat during the video. So you can clearly see the difference between the two clips from early March and early May. While you can still see a lot of cars going around in the recent video I took a few weeks ago, there are almost no pedestrians on the streets, which is really odd for me living in Savannah for much of my life, because those streets are usually packed with tourists. Also, keep in mind that the state of Georgia actually reopened partially reopened in late April. So if I had taken this video 10 days before March 5th, you would have seen that the streets were much quieter. I hope you found this video to be interesting and informational. I know this isn't my usual content, but I just wanted to share this video to highlight a unique moment in our global history, and to show you how much has actually changed in less than 2 months. As I mentioned, this was taken because I had to give a virtual graduation speech that Tuesday morning, and the very fact that we are doing the century-old traditions digitally for the first time ever shows how unprecedented these days really are. Makes us all wonder, how will life be different in the coming years? That's something to think about.